Welcome to GeoVenture. Enjoy this wild journey and please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more videos. Thank you. More people are killed by hippos in Africa each year than by lions, leopards, sharks combined. This is not a story of monsters, but a story of survival. It is a story written in the ancient landscapes of this vast continent. The reasons behind this stark reality are not born of malice or evil intent. They are, quite simply, the product of science, of evolution, and of the immense, untamed power of the natural world. Understanding why Africa is home to so many formidable creatures requires us to look back, deep into the mists of time, and to appreciate the forces that have shaped life here for millions of years. It is a journey into the heart of what it means to be wild. The world often sees these animals through a lens of fear. We hear tales of charging elephants and lurking crocodiles. Africa is not just one place. It is 1,000 different worlds combined into one. This is the concept of biodiversity. Imagine a library with millions of different books. Africa is a living library of species. It has more types of large mammals than any other continent on Earth. From the tiny elephant shrew to the colossal African elephant, the variety is simply staggering. This incredible diversity is the first key to understanding why so many of its inhabitants are considered dangerous. With so many different species living together, the competition for food, water, and territory is incredibly intense. Every animal must find its own way to survive. This richness of life did not happen overnight. It is the result of millions of years of stable, uninterrupted evolution. This long, unbroken history means that ancient lineages of animals have survived here when they have vanished elsewhere. Africa's climate and its vast open spaces are the second piece of the puzzle. Much of the continent lies within the tropics, bathed in year-round sunlight. This consistent energy from the sun fuels plant growth on a massive scale. The great grasslands, known as savannas, are like enormous solar-powered engines, converting sunlight into an endless sea of grass. This abundance of food is what allows for the existence of enormous herds of herbivores. Millions of wildebeest, zebras, gazelles thunder across these plains, a phenomenon seen nowhere else on this scale. Where there is a feast, the feasters will grow large. This abundance of plant eaters, in turn, supports a large number of powerful predators. The sheer biomass, the total weight of all living creatures on the African savanna, is immense. It is a rich and generous land for those who can claim it. They have the space to roam and the food to sustain their large prides. Africa still possesses immense, unfenced wilderness areas where these natural cycles of predator and prey can play out as they have for millennia. The environment does not just permit their size, it encourages it. Evolution is like a slow, patient arms race that has been running for millions of years. This is the third and perhaps most important reason for Africa's dangerous fauna. As prey animals evolved to be faster or have better defenses, predators had to evolve to become stronger, smarter, or more cunning to catch them. And as predators became more effective hunters, prey had to develop even better ways to escape. Danger in Africa does not always come with large teeth or sharp horns. Sometimes the most dangerous animals are the ones you can barely see. Some of these tiny creatures are responsible for more human suffering and death than all the large mammals combined. The warm, humid climate in many regions allows insects to thrive year-round. They are vectors, carriers of microscopic organisms that can cause devastating illnesses in humans and other animals. The most famous of these is the mosquito, specifically the female Anopheles mosquito. This tiny insect carries a single-celled parasite called Plasmodium, the cause of malaria. When the mosquito bites a person to draw blood, it can transmit the parasite into their bloodstream. The World Health Organization estimates that hundreds of thousands of people, mostly children in Africa, die from malaria every year. The mosquito is, without question, the deadliest animal on the continent. Another formidable insect is the tsetse fly. Found across large parts of sub-Saharan Africa, this fly is slightly larger than a housefly and is a carrier of microscopic parasites called trypanosomes. These parasites cause a disease known as sleeping sickness in humans, which is fatal if left untreated. The tsetse's bite has shaped agriculture and settlement for centuries, inadvertently guarding wilderness where giants still survive. Let us look more closely at some of Africa's most famous residents. The hippopotamus, whose name means river horse, is often seen lazing peacefully in the water. But do not be fooled by its calm appearance. The hippo is fiercely territorial and unpredictable. It is responsible for an estimated 500 human deaths in Africa each year, more than any other large mammal. With a mouth that can open 180 degrees and immense canine tusks, a charging hippo is formidable. The Nile crocodile is another master of the water, an ancient predator whose design is already perfect. Lying motionless, it waits for prey to come to the water's edge. A crocodile can hold its breath for over an hour and has the most powerful bite measured in a living animal. Each year, crocodiles are responsible for several hundred human fatalities across the continent. On land, the lion is the apex predator, the king of the savanna. Lions are the only cats to live and hunt in large social groups, called prides. This cooperation allows them to bring down animals many times their size. While lions do not typically hunt humans, a sick or old lion can become incredibly dangerous. On average, lions are responsible for around 100 human deaths per year. The African elephant is intelligent, social, and usually peaceful. A single adult male can weigh over 6 tons. If threatened, an elephant can become extremely aggressive. Africa is home to some of the world's most venomous snakes. To truly understand Africa's unique position, it is helpful to look at other continents. During the last ice age, which ended around 11,000 years ago, vast ice sheets covered much of the northern hemisphere. This dramatically changed the environment, and many large animal species went extinct. Woolly mammoth, saber-toothed cat. Africa, with its more stable climate, was largely spared, allowing its giants to survive into the modern era. In Europe and Asia, wild lands were cleared for farms and cities. Large predators were seen as threats and were systematically hunted, their habitats shrinking to remote refuges. North America tells a similar story. Climate change and hunting pressure led to the extinction of most megafauna. Today, few places remain where large predators roam without encountering people. Australia has dangerous animals, but lacks the large, powerful mammals found in Africa. South America's largest predator is the jaguar, powerful but solitary, unlike an African lion pride. Africa stands alone as the last continent where a full assembly of giant land animals still roams free in significant numbers. This natural balance, teeming with both predator and prey, is a fundamental reason why Africa retains its wild and sometimes dangerous character. The story of danger in Africa is not just about animals, it is also about people. For most of human history, we were part of the ecosystem, not separate from it. Early humans lived alongside these powerful animals, learning to respect them and avoid them. However, in modern times, the relationship has changed dramatically. The human population has grown, cities have expanded, and farms have pushed deeper into what was once undisputed wilderness. A new, volatile frontier has formed where humans and wild animals collide. When a village expands into an elephant's traditional migration route, the elephants do not simply disappear. They follow ancient paths their ancestors walked for centuries, sometimes straight through a farmer's cornfield. To the elephant, it is simply food. To the farmer, it is the destruction of his livelihood. As natural prey becomes scarce, hungry predators look for the easiest meal, a farmer's goat or a cow. In desperate situations, a predator may even view a human as potential prey. an outcome of habitat loss and disrupted food chains. The greatest threat to the lion, the elephant, and the rhinoceros is not another animal. It's habitat loss and poaching driven by human demand. The more we squeeze them into smaller spaces, the more contact we have, and the greater the risk of dangerous encounters for everyone. The danger we perceive is a two-way street. The animals are dangerous to us, but we are dangerous to them. In the end, the source of danger in Africa is a combination of two powerful forces. First, there is the raw, untamed power of nature itself. Millions of years of evolution have equipped these animals with formidable tools. These tools are for survival in a highly competitive world. Second, there is the ever-expanding footprint of humanity. As our population grows and our need for land increases, we are forcing more frequent and often tragic interactions with wild creatures in their own homes. Both forces must be understood and respected. We cannot, and should not, aim to tame the wild. The power and majesty of these animals make Africa's natural heritage precious. They are vital to the health of the planet. To lose them would be to lose a part of ourselves, a connection to the ancient world. The notion of danger is a human perspective. For the animals, life is finding food, defending their young, surviving another day. The challenge is not to conquer nature, but to find smarter ways to live alongside it. We must manage the space where our two worlds meet. This requires creativity, empathy, and a deep understanding of animal behavior. We cannot simply build a fence and hope for the best. We need solutions that work for both people and wildlife. The goal must be coexistence, not conflict. One promising idea is the use of beehive fences. Elephants, despite thick skin, are naturally afraid of bees. If an elephant disturbs the hives, the swarm drives it away, protecting crops, providing honey income, and keeping elephants safe.